Hey guys, it's Mac here. Welcome to my first Bluetooth video. I was in the first one, by the way. I actually found that flip-flop in the sink. Pretty awesome. But today we're going to be taking this trip to Galot Drag Strip in North Carolina. I went there with a buddy from high school. He goes to USC Upstate. So here's a montage on the drive up there. This trip ended up not being that bad. It was about 4 hours. It was a long drive, trust me. But we saw a couple interesting things on the way up there. Saw this place called South of the Border. It was actually a pretty neat themed city, kind of. It was really weird, but I recommend checking it out. Once we got there, we just kind of checked out the cars that were there. There were a couple of them, but they really hadn't started to arrive yet. Once cars started to arrive, there were a lot of Mustang and Camaros. I mean, this event was very Mustang and Camaro heavy. There was a couple IROC-Z themed Camaros. There was a couple of 5.0 liter Camaro, Mustangs, my bad. Other than that, there was a Corvette. It was actually a pretty nice Corvette. Monte Carlo SS. And a lot of diesel trucks, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting that, but I later found out why, and it was actually pretty cool. Okay, guys, so here's a couple of those Camaros and Mustangs I told you. This competition was a lot of, like, spectators who brought their cars as well, and these are a lot of the spectators lining their cars up and showing them off. My personal favorite car in this show was an IROC-Z Camaro. It was very nice. It had a white paint job. The engine was done up very nice. The engine was painted to match the color scheme of the car, which is a lot of work to do. Okay, so we're about to get to those YouTubers who brought their cars here. This is just a 6 Mustang. This Mustang has a supercharger and launch control. And it also has a parachute to help it slow down. Actually be able to see this car launch and race down the drag strip later on in the video. This next car is Guitar Mageddon ZL1's Camaro. Fortunately, he wasn't able to bring the Freedom Rocket. It is currently being built. But this is his car. We don't see this car race while I was there, at least, or I didn't get footage of it. Next event is called the 300-foot dirt drag. This is where a lot of those diesel trucks come in. If you like diesel trucks or like big trucks with a lot of rolling coal action going on, this is where you're going to get a lot of that. But what happens is they race 300 feet down this dirt track as fast as they can, spinning tires, spinning dust everywhere. It was actually pretty cool. Let me know what you think as you watch a couple of these races.
There's a truck guy, Joe Brown, the truck specialist.
What you're about to see is pretty surprising, but the guy who ran the dirt track got a minivan and ran it down the dirt track as well. I thought it was pretty funny, but I guess you kind of had to be there. But here's a video of it.
Yo, what is he doing?
Guys, so this is the final event that I was actually able to stay for. It is the time trials and stuff like that for the drag cars. You will see the Corvette I told you about earlier go down the drag strip. You'll see Justice 6's Mustang go down, And you'll also see a couple more races and an actual Chevrolet Nova as well.
No time on video. All right, if you haven't drawn your attention to the starting line, you may wish to do so at this point in time. Somebody's got a horsepower monster that...
Hey guys, in this next video is just a 6 Mustang. You'll hear a very distinct, repetitive popping noise coming from the car. That is the launch control that I was telling you about earlier. It helps the car get a better launch off of the line. And with this short track, that's very important. All the ones that I'm going to go over in depth, but here are a bunch of the other ones that I mentioned. These races are a lot of newer cars, older cars, whatever you like. You're probably going to see it here. But enjoy.
Ice cream. Hot Fudge Sundays coming in with a vote of confidence from the ET Shack. The hammer down. We got the No Time Chevrolet Nova making up here. This Dennis.
That does it for this video. If you have any ideas of where I can go in the next video or a future video, let me know in the comments below. But that does it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.